What I want to talk about is what is probably the most popular is the LLC, the limited liability company. And just as fundamentals of a limited liability company is the fact that you go to the attorney to set up the LLC. But in doing that, we on a normal basis work with the attorney. They take care of complying with state law in setting up the LLC. We work on the federal side deciding what type of tax entity should be. So as an LLC, you can be a sole proprietor, you can be a partnership. If you do nothing except set up the LLC, if there's only one owner, you are a self-employed sole proprietor. If there's two or more, and they call it the default law, is you're automatically a partnership. Or you can elect we can file the forms. You can elect to be an S Corp, or you can elect to be a C Corp. So you go to the attorney for the liability. We're going to help guide you through what is the best type of entity. And actually, in some cases, based on what you have going, it may be more than one entity. We have clients that may have 2 or 3 LLCs. We may have somebody that they want to have their business separate from the building they're in. Or, it may be where there's more than one person involved that owns the building, but they're not the person in the business. Those two examples are examples of where we would have operations that might be an operating LLC, which would have the flexibility of being typically a partnership or an S Corp. Whereas when you have the building that's renting to that business, then that one is normally probably going to be a partnership LLC. Again, those are a couple of examples, and I think you can see that the more the flexibility, the more guidance, and the tougher the law. Because it's not just give me the answer. When you say I'm an LLC, again, it's kind of like the birth of a child. That's when life begins. What do we have to do to stay compliant? What's our options? Should we have everything in one basket in one LLC? Or should we have, again, for example, a business in one and our building in another?